Steve is a guitar hero, you know, obviously his time is in Genesis, which he's celebrating today with the Foxtrot replay.
That's right.
50 years.
50 years
Wow.
of Foxtrot, yes.
And then obviously his time with GTR, with
Yes,
Steve
of
Howe,
course, yeah.
and all the other things he's done. He's a guitar, you know, he's a guitar hero.
He's definitely is a guitar hero, yes.
But he's
done it
traveling
all.
light.
He's traveling light.
Two guitars, right?
Two guitars. This is the main one.
Tell me all about it. People are going to die to know all the intricacies of it.
Yeah, the Fernandes Goldtop. It's from the mid-90s, affectionately known as Gary, because it previously belonged to Gary Moore.
Oh, so he does tour with this one. Okay.
Yeah, so unfortunately when Gary passed away, Steve acquired this from the Gary Moore estate. So it's a 1990s model.
Okay.
It's fitted with Fernandes 401 sustainer pickups, so it allows him to sustain a note as long as there's life in the battery.
Yeah.
He can sustain a note on it.
How long does a battery last?
Well, the sustainer really works when the battery has got a lot of power in it.
Yeah.
So when it gets down to 8 volts, it's changed. So I change it probably every 3 or 4 shows.
Yeah, you don't want to be pushing it with the 4th or 5th show and be getting nervous.
Yeah, you certainly don't want it cutting out halfway through. No.
Now, is this how he received it, or did Steve, you know, to use his last name, Hackett? You know what I mean? Or is this how Gary had it?
I'm not absolutely certain, but I know the spare that we're carrying was a retrofit that they fitted the sustainer in.
Okay.
And it's just worked by a toggle switch to on off all the.
Yeah, walk us through the controls. So
Yeah,
it looks like we have a master tone and volume.
Master tone and volume always full up. It's got the Floyd Rose tremolo, and the strings uses Ernie Ball extra slinkies, 8 to 38.
Wow.
Yeah, very light.
Now
and it's all fingers, no pick.
Now is that something that, you know, I think you said before off camera you've been with him for 5 or 6 years. Is that always been the case with Steve, or that you know of? Because I know he's had an injury with his left hand.
That's right. As far as I know, he's always played with the lighter gauge strings.
Wow. And you think, man, some of that music that they created, especially that they're celebrating in Genesis, like my dad was a big Genesis fan, so like Watchers of the Sky.
Yeah,
like that's a heavy song for the time period it came out. And like,
in fact, actually, when you think about it, when they made that album, they were only 21, 22 years old. And it's a really sophisticated record.
Yeah.
For the time. And this band, they recreate it really, really well.
Yeah. What should we know about the bridge humbucker? Is there anything specific to? Do you know which actual model that is?
I actually don't know that, because he's had this for several years. His guitar tech, Richard Buckland, who looks after all the guitars and the amps, he'd probably be able to tell you.
Oh, got
Steve will probably be able to tell you about it. But I don't know what the brand is.
Okay. And what are with the posts here? What actually was going on here?
Well, that was something from Gary's days. That's how when we got the guitar they were already there.
Got it. And it must have been like a stop bar tailpiece or something.
I would think so. Yeah.
Because I don't think Gary had a Floyd Rose on there.
I'm going to say I think this was an addition since we got the guitar.
Well, great. Is there anything else we should know about it?
Other than it sounds great, it stays in tune, and it's a beautiful sound.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Steve's been long associated before the Fernandes deals and the Bernies, obviously the 57 that he had in Genesis.
Yeah.
So he's always been a Goldtop guy.
Yes. I've never seen him play anything else. He's got a black Bernie which occasionally comes out as a spare, but this is the one he prefers to use.
Yeah, that's the paintbrush that he's colored with.